Hi there, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be looking at another 4 different free plugins to help you with your sidechaining. One of my favorite topics, something everyone does in modern dance music production these days. So here we go, another 4 free VSTs to sidechain. You know what to do. Hello again, fancy seeing you here. So again, I'm back with another video. Again, I'm back talking about sidechain and free sidechain VSTs. I mean, I'm not that obsessed, but I feel like it's one of the most important things. It was also one of my most popular videos when it came live last year. Link in that corner will be appearing right now if you want to remind yourself about the VSTs that I went through last time. It's been a hot topic. It's been a popular topic. There's a lot more now going on in the freeware world, and I've reviewed them all and I want to go through them again with you and see if there is a new champion. So I'm currently using this plugin at the moment. It's not free. I did purchase it. I did pay about 20 for it. It's VolumeShaper 3, I think. It's part of the Cableguys suite of software. I think it's really good because it enables you to split the bands, obviously, so you can do like a low and a high and different curves for the different frequencies. This is the my kind of basic curve for my basses. It's really quite straightforward, slightly different curve for the low frequencies compared to everything above it. So we're going to go through another 4 great free plugins, 3 ways to achieve the similar effect. Now again, I'm not going to be trying to go too deep in it. The aim of this video is just to find a plugin that can give me a good sound really quickly. So let's just take a real quick listen to what we're going to be working with the existing sidechain plugin. It's just a fairly straightforward kick and bass. So the first plugin we're going to be looking at today is Caelum Audio Flux Mini 2. Let me just quickly switch this over. Here we go. So again, pretty standard visual interface at least, but there's a lot more going on here with cutoffs and resonance stuff that not all of these plugins you'll find will have. Let's just take a minute to put the sync what should be right, hopefully. Let's see what we've got a cutoff. Obviously we don't want to filter anything out. I'm assuming this cutoff can be, you can change the pass. I'm assuming it only, while it doesn't necessarily allow you to set frequency ranges, 2 different curves for 2 different frequency ranges, you can set what frequencies you do affect and what frequencies you essentially leave by the looks of it. Resonance, which is a new one, something I'm more used to with filters, and an amp, a mix knob, and let's see what we've got here. This is, okay, that adds in, that's very interesting. That could get really useful for some really detailed, longer stuff. So let's just quickly see how easy it is for me to get in a nice curve. So let's give this a go. Okay, that's ridiculously easy. That's insane. And the curves are super smooth. Everything makes sense. Let me just play around with cutoff. That's a real shame. It's an actual full-on cutoff. It filters everything and not just kind of leaving frequencies, that you don't want to affect. Because, yeah, have a listen. That's cutting out everything. That's such a shame, because that would have put it on a par with VolumeShaper. That is definitely a missed trick, but super friendly UI. Does it come with? Okay, it does. Okay, brilliant. And this feature here, you see this. See what this one's worth. So it's still the same time frame, I guess, but it just enables you to get really granular with loads of extra points. So then we just remove those. We only need that. There's definitely a lot going on here. That is set a very high standard. I think it's going to be tough to beat this. Like, well, who knows? Let's move on to the next one, shall we? The next one is Rewired SideKick 2. Now, I did review SideKick 1 in my last video, so it was okay. I didn't feel like it was the strongest one there, but I did quite like it. So let's see if there's been any improvements. Double clicking it just resets it. Look, watch this. Double click. To be honest, this preset works pretty well as it is. Again, this is, I mean, am I just better now than I was the last time I made a video like this? Because I seem to be getting results way quicker. Only 4 options for syncs, so not quite as, and definitely not as many options as the Flux Mini, but it works. I can't say that it doesn't. That is, again, silly fast for getting good results as well. And I like the copy paste feature. That's always good to save time. If I'm assuming, let's see if this works across channels. So if I just go to Sidechain Gate, SideKick 2, here's that one. Then I go to my bass bus, this one. Let's see if copy paste works between these. Oh yes, beautiful feature. That is really useful. Saves a lot of time if you want to sidechain 2 different elements that aren't linked in channels the same way. So yeah, that is super useful. Now we're going to move on to the next one in the list, which is Zeek STFU. I had a few people mention this in the last video. They thought I would have reviewed it. Apparently this is one of the more popular ones, or at least it was last year. Didn't come up in my Google searches, to be honest, but I have searched it out and I've obviously now found it and installed it. So let's have a play. Okay, what's interesting about this is it is very smooth. I like the way I like the smoothness of these. But the interesting thing about this is you can actually change the mode from beats entirely to just seconds. And I'm assuming milliseconds, so I'm not quite sure how that works. So you can see kind of this laser thing that's going down the line. That shows you the length, or essentially, which by changing it will slow right now. There we go. I'm not quite sure how the seconds one works. I don't see. I'm double clicking. I'm left clicking. I'm right clicking. I don't see the option to change the seconds. So that's 5 foot. Yeah, I don't understand. Like the seconds, I don't get it. I don't. Well, maybe let me know in the comments what I'm missing. It's synced obviously to the BPM, which is 143, but I'm not quite sure how this gives you any flexibility. So very interesting. Okay, that's cool. That lets you basically double up, copy paste almost your envelope settings. Okay, yes, and then so divided by 2 × 2 with the zoom. Okay, really flexible. I like it. similar to the Mini Flux 2 as well. So it's a good feature. And let's go on to quickly the last one. So this one, unfortunately, isn't really for anyone outside of FL. This is essentially a patcher preset. I was kind of looking for something a little bit different that wasn't just a straightforward plugin. And this is what I come up with. So this is a free patcher preset, which is called EDM Sidechain by Edward Sauer. So let's have a look and see what this sounds like. Again, that's really quick to get a good sound. The one problem with this though, well, there's a few problems with this, I guess you could say. You can't change the sync, so the time signature. Yes, I suppose EDM sidechain, it makes sense. It's forwards to floor. It's intended literally just to sidechain against a 4-floor kick drum. It's not very flexible, I guess. This is very, like, I'm barely moving the mouse. This thing's flying all over the place. And this doesn't give me a readout. This doesn't give me a percentage. But again, I suppose the percentage doesn't really matter because you've got to use your ears at the end of the day. Let me see if I can figure out how this is done under the hood. So you've got some volumes here. Sorry, check. Oh, so this is it. Very interesting that it's using a limiter in this equation. Does it work? Yes. I guess it's probably going to be the most low CPU option. Definitely the most straightforward option. Is it the best sounding? Is it going to work for all of your sounds though? No, it's probably not. So, you know, you can take that or leave it. I mean, there you go. There you have it. So these are 4 really fantastic plugins. They're all really straightforward to use. They're all really smooth. They're all really stable. It's tough because if the Mini Flux had the option to kind of a 2-band style when it comes to the frequencies, that would really push this for its money. But unfortunately, until then, I can't really justify, unless I've got a sound I want to do all of it in the same way, then fine. So probably like leads, I could probably use Flux Mini for. But for bass lines, while I want to keep a different sidechain curve for my low frequencies opposed to everything above it, this is still going to be my go-to tool. But I do think that the Flux Mini 2 is absolutely fantastic, and it's definitely the best free one I've found. In fact, I can't believe there is actually free options with that many. There's actually a free plugin with that many options available. That is ridiculous. That is so good. I could recommend that to anyone. There you go. You've got my recommendation, Flux Mini 2. Go and check it out. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.